And here's what's so dangerous. The folks in Washington, they don't understand energy production. Here in Louisiana, we've been producing energy for the rest of the country for decades. Whether they know it or not, they need us to power their cars, their factories, and their homes. This moratorium does nothing to reduce our energy needs in this country. All this moratorium does is send more American dollars, more American jobs overseas, sometimes to countries that aren't even friendly to us. Somebody's got to explain to me. Somebody's got to explain to me how sending more dollars and more jobs overseas is good for America's economy, good for our security, good for the state of Louisiana, because I'm here to tell you it's not. This moratorium's bad for our security, bad for our economy. But they don't get it in Washington, D.C. The President of the United States came down here, met with us in person. This is what he told us. He said this to me. He said, Governor, if people lose their jobs because of the moratorium, they can file a BP claim. I said, Mr. President, with all due respect, what if BP doesn't pay? He said, don't worry, Governor, they can file an unemployment claim. I said, with all due respect, Mr. President, our people don't want a BP check or an unemployment check. We want to go back to work. This isn't about these multi-billion-dollar multinational companies. They'll make their money. They'll go to those other countries. This is about Louisiana families, Louisiana workers. They don't understand in Washington, D.C. They literally said to us, the administration said to us, the rigs will just come back. The rigs will just come back. Like you could turn off and on a switch. They don't understand the pain we felt in the 80s. They don't understand once these rigs go, they're gone for years. We know at least of 2 rigs going to Africa. We know other rigs are already in negotiations. These rigs cost $500,000 a day. They're not going to wait. And once they sign multi-year contracts, those jobs are gone for years. The estimates are in Louisiana alone, we'll lose 20,000 jobs. Across the Gulf Coast, tens of thousands of additional jobs. That's why today is so important. We need our voices to be heard. We need them to understand if they hear nothing else from today. They need to hear us say this: let us go back to work. We don't want a BP check. We don't want an unemployment check. We want to go back to work powering the American economy.